crack on. Apart from distracting me from what I was saying, which I don't think was very important yet, you know, just that it was funny. She says, I'll get there. It'll come back in my head at some point. But yeah, crack on, you nasty little reporting pricks. Like, seriously, so many fucking dots that you see, and it's like, well, alright, really, I block you and you just come back as somebody else if you don't come back as 10 people anyway, so what's the point? But we're done with being called fucking bullshit and fucking liar by a bunch of fucking lot here, because it's old and really fucking boring. Yeah, old and really, really boring. So, oh right, yeah, I was talking about my dad and shit when I saying it's not an open invitation. But now we're on the light version because you're a bunch of miserable fuckers that were hitting report as soon as we clearly jumped on. How very childish, again. Very, very fucking childish. It's beyond a joke. She says, just the same as we was watching back the part where you boot me off last night with your reporting. So I'm making it very clear that why would a certain somebody retract their meant to have been sayings? Morning again, Mary. Are you well? I do hope so. She says it's awake and fucking bake time. I can't fucking move. It's freezing cold. I still need to get in a bath. But yeah. So, you know, trip from hell. Oh right, yeah, the plug. Magic. I was talking about magic, wasn't I? Yeah, magic. Sammy lost the plug. Running out the door. Hey up. Grandon working from home. Alright. Oh, I won't ask what you do. That's down to you if you disclose or not, but enjoy. Nice to be at home, is it for you? Make a change, does it? Hope so. Yeah, I'd lost the fucking charging pack for this stupid fucking heap of crap that we don't like. So we had to buy another little plug which wasn't charging you up properly, was it? Morning, Audrey, darling. And, well, I just found it under the fucking bed, but it was right in the middle of the bed. I'm like, fuck me, I can't reach that. I can't reach that, and it's a fucking shithole, do you know what I mean? Like I said, I live in a fucking squat right now. I was like, fuck me, what can I use? There's got to be something near me. I was like, magic, there's a broom, that will work. So we got ourselves the plug back, you know, without having to break ourselves too much, because it's already broken, just waking up. She's like, it's freezing fucking cold, but I need to run a bath that we never got in hopes I can make my body work and make loads of phone calls, you know, because we got to deal with all kinds of other kinds of fucking shit, when really what the girl needs is to be able to just collapse in bed for a few days because her body's screaming at her. You know, the trip was pretty full on. Not something I should have been doing alone with a dog. But, you know, for anybody that wants to suggest that Jasmine wasn't taken care of, I've got more than enough photos to upload for you where she's more than happy. More than fucking happy. But good morning, those of you that are decent. Those of you that can't see who's here right now, but I know there's a certain percentage of them will be fucking arsehole haters. I was just listening to Ted. Makes me giggle. Makes me giggle that, you know, they can have quite the inspirational story, can't they, you know, and people appreciate that kind of a story because it's from him and he can play a guitar, but because mine's a little bit more painful in what I have to say, people like to bring their hate and, you know, think it's acceptable to strip me down, but the very same people give him love hearts. It's an absolute fucking mind boggler, absolute mind boggler. But I think Ted's awesome. I think that his story is awesome, and he should, and rightly so, inspire many, many people. The only difference is that he's very good at tech, as where Sammy is not a tech head. Sammy cannot keep the I Spies out of her shit. Although somebody sent me something this morning, again, CPA chatting their crap back in the day, you know, about Mr. Wesley, it would appear, and Shell Decoy being as bad as one another, and dead baby dolls, or dead babies, not quite sure which one, but I was sent a little clip about it. And again, you know, the date does not go amiss on me, because it was the very date that StreamYard Lives Matter had me sent the clip of Shell saying that I'd swung the baby around by its ankles on my mother's fucking birthday, which happens to be the 16th of December, and it was 2021, same year that you watched me then lose it, that I'd just heard this fucking video, again sent by StreamYard Lives Matter / CPA, right? So, you know, not sure why I was sent that this morning, but I'm really not that bothered about it. I already know that, well, I think she's a fucking dickhead, so, you know, you don't need to prove to anyone that you're taking care of that dog. It's no one's business, chick. No, nobody's, any of it is, but, you know, this is all they can do. You know, the same as I do not for a second buy that was him the other night for a fucking second. Not by where I've watched other fucking shit going around elsewhere. Alright, otherwise, well, yeah, completely underestimated who I thought we could see, but, you know, I also know how malicious and vindictive women can be when they get together. But I don't have to explain anything to any of them. I don't have to answer any of their fucking stupid goddamn questions either, do you know what I mean? I'm sick of fucking saying it. Absolutely fucking sick of saying it. Like, this shit has been going on way before I turned up into this meant to be mixture of community people, Kelly, way before. And again, as I've said, I've been telling social services what my dad had done to me and my friend since I was 15, and it should be recorded there. So all the way through multiple years of my children's lives, also in reports, it will be in there what my father had done, you know, because again, I didn't know about the second girl until 10 years later, so, you know, there's a 10-year skip. There's only one girl to my understanding on that level, but I'm the liar, you know, little truth seekers and blocked list. Alright, you're blocked for a reason, because you're a bunch of fucking arseholes. So, crack on and crack on some fucking more. She says, as she swigs out of her NutriBlend, because, you know, we're proper stylish here. Sometimes we're French and drink out of bowls, so we just, you know, we're like, yeah, we're being continental this morning. Because I'm Little Miss, wouldn't have any borders really, you know, provided that everybody was treated properly. Wouldn't have any borders, but right now I'm like, shut the fucking borders till we fix our own, because you can't go fixing anything else until you know how to fix your own. And I more than learnt that, and then other people wanted to break me, so you've had a breakdown for 3 years, and now you're going to watch me get the fucking back the fuck up. Despite the haters, they can carry on hating because they're peanuts. Absolute peanuts. And that's all it is I do know the fucking truth, and so do the girls within their realm. So people can make up what the fuck they like. Right? How can you have access to the girl's file if she doesn't even have access to it? And I can assure you there won't be much on mine that's been put into data form on the computer. Not much of it, no. Sammy's is a big bad old boy, you know. Big bad old boy to her understanding. But again, I was never given it when requested at 22. And I wasn't given it again when I was promised I'd have it in 30 days back in 2020. Some of you will remember the live. Hello, Sarah. Good morning. So, yeah, you know, it's getting old and boring with this whole Sammy's lied about a life, Sammy's lied about that, Sammy's lied about that. My children were not removed from me. I was in Liam's life until he was fucking 8 years old. So if that doesn't make me a real goddamn parent of 2 fucking children as a single mother for most of it, and then a weekend parent for the last fucking 18 months or so of it, I don't know what else makes you a fucking mother, as well as having a Lana, which other people's bullshit interjected on. So, you know, crack on, those of you that don't think that I know what it's like to go through the hardships of bringing up children, doing the school run, and holding down a fucking job, all at the same time, you know. So again, suck my dick, those of you out there that think you're any better than I am, because you're fucking not. Alright, and the only reason that I had to step out of my children's life is because my narcissistic ex put a baseball bat to my face while my daughter was on my fucking hips. No, again, sorry, not sorry, but I needed to break the fucking cycle, and it had triggered me back into my own fucking childhood trauma, which he was already aware of, had more than enough ammunition to have told his daughter, as he did over the years, but then the psych report gave it to her in black and white that she could not ever say daddy's lied because it's in black and white. Get me? So again, I've always put my children first, and my children are more than fully aware of what I'm doing right now. And to my understanding, more than, well, understanding and cooperative, that mum's doing it for them, and they're yet to be born children, so they can crack on. I can't see a Joanne, but good morning wherever you are. But hey, you know, we got ourselves a little souvenir ashtray. Found it on the beach. She says, might stop me using the floor for a minute, she says, when we can't be bothered. No, I don't really. I use my little table and then clean it. She says, I really do need to make a list. Like, she's like, I don't even remember the last time I actually made a list. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. Ty used to try and teach me to make me remember that the phone does it for you. Like, just speak to the phone, Sam, speak to the phone. But, well, you can all see how badly we fuck up even speaking to the phone. It normally tells me to fuck off back, doesn't it? I'm like, what are you, Polish? Fucking hilarious. Fucking highly amusing. But yeah, you know, any of you that don't follow Ted, that come across me, you should go and follow him. He's done very, very well. Very, very, very well. But again, completely different backgrounds from my understanding too, so, you know, everybody's story is different, isn't it? Oh, well, this looks like a song that I'd love to listen to, although I'm a bit scared. It says, losing it. It's first thing in the morning, and Ren is doing the fucking firing of the gun with his fingers. I'm like, is it gonna hurt my head? Oh, well, hello, Joanne. I do hope you bothered to say hello to me this morning before you say hello to each other again. Very fucking ignorant, if not. Sam, you're a caring person, and some of these negatives don't like that. No, I know they don't. And I know exactly who's who and where they're from. So if you haven't bothered to say good morning to me first, like, it's a little bit ignorant, although Sarah has, so maybe I'm just not being fed a comment until I watch it on the reruns, so who knows. But again, it's a very ignorant way to behave if that's how you go around on other people's walls, that you don't say hello to the host before you say hello to each other. Morning, Tanya. I'm going to hit the fucking button. I'm probably going to regret hitting the button by the looks of his fingers, but I'm intrigued. Yes, curiosity killed the cat, as always. Perfect saying. Very, very true, isn't it? She says. Oh yeah, see, look, told you it's gonna hurt me.
Are you dizzy? Are you gone? I'm in my room producing hits, and when I mix it, pour some juice in it. It's so prolific, it's that bougie shit. And when the beat drops like this,
I didn't have any today, darling, while I was going through this fucking sentencing. Like, yeah, Rachel, I didn't even have one. My last joint was Wednesday until last night. And to be perfectly honest, I can't remember if I even been in it. That's how weak I make them. Like, sorry, you know. I know it's like to have it rubbed in your face when you ain't got one. But I'll enjoy it for you. Yeah? I'll enjoy it for you, babe. Dick in your hand. I love my fire dress that you gave me the haggis in as well.
Wait, just wait a sec. Wait, let me catch my breath. I'm about to go beast mode.
Beast mode, innit? Come on, boys, know exactly what we're talking about. And the girls. But you're not allowed to do that out on road. You've got to keep it contained as best you can.
That's right, I'm a werewolf out in the moonlight. I'm a blood-sucking parasite. I'm a digital vampire terabyte. On a new hype, I'ma orbit the earth like a satellite. Sex and violence, glamorized, Tarantino flow, no lullaby.
Yeah, no worries.
Down the street, vanilla sky. With my sword, I'm the very last samurai. It's a mission impossible, make it out alive. Do you hear it? Do you feel it? Do you feel my vibe? I'm fucking it up like I made it. Sometimes fucking the rock, but I break it. Come twice, busting the knot, you can't fake it. Fuck my luck, it's about to double up.
I'd love to have been able to learn to do this. I love music at school. I was always, you know, the belter. I didn't, a little bit I couldn't read music either. It pissed me right off. I get such the stress in school. Through the frustration. Again, children lashing out. Frustration. Right? Because I couldn't do it. Why couldn't I do it? Oh right, because I was too traumatised already that my brain could not concentrate where needed, even at school. So I tend to find most kids excel in one niche that they pick up into. So I could never read music, but I knew from choir, church choir, when I was in the foster home I talk of, that particular one. I just knew that the dog meant fucking go higher, Sammy. Go higher or go lower, Sammy. It was brilliant. My first lesson there, first time there, the choir master told the choir off when you all got it wrong, but she got it right, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, go for it, bitch. You know, back in the day when we was young and could belt. She said, brilliant, talented guy. Oh God, yeah, fucking hell, yeah. He needs fucking all over the place.
Wait, just wait a sec. Wait, let me catch my breath. I'm about to go beast mode.
Beast mode.
I'm about to go my best. Wait. I kill a trap with full ambition, wiping out the opposition, stocking up on ammunition, competition, demolition, definition, musicians, TV, one
trying to wipe out the opposition.
I'm efficient, giddy with the disposition. I chop the fuck up like a cosmetician, re-ignition, I condition tracks with my rapping vision. Reposition, the fuck back, cause I'm on a mission. Fisher.
He has autoimmune something. Again, if you go and listen back enough, you'll know it's caused from trauma. I'm losing it. How did your fight go? She says. Who says? We're not talking about it at the moment, but apparently you've caught up on enough lives that you know, so not sure why you'd ask, sweetheart. Like that. Do you know what else makes me laugh? Is that people run through your shit and they hit like, all within a minute of each other. And I'm like, well, you clearly didn't watch that fucking live to have gone back and hit like. It's a fucking joke, seriously. Like, people just trying to waste your time, generally, I think, in the mornings. That's what it's more about, she says. But yeah, you know, he got 11 years, and rightly fucking so. It's not enough. She says, yeah, nowhere near fucking enough, but it's better than nothing for years and years and years of trying, and that's about all I want to say on the matter right now. So respectfully, leave it alone. She says, yeah, respectfully, please leave her alone. Please leave her alone. But yeah, I don't know why the fuck I got sent that. She says, right, what's going on here? Tune. She said we can listen to that one too. Do you play the guitar? Oh yeah, we was talking about music lessons. No, I can't. I have one, and I'm left-handed, so, and that's what I said. I wasn't sure if it's the reversal or is Teddy left-handed playing like the Hendrix, you know, because the Hendrix was, to my understanding, you know, not only one of the top, you know, one of the top known and good at what he did, brought out his own style too, didn't he, the Hendrix? I always remember him being on the wall in the living room as a kid because he was a lefty and, well, obviously they were a fan. But, yeah, you know, I'd like to, but I'm a pussy little bitch and I'm not up for having callousy fingers per se. Because it really starts, like, it fucking hurts. Trying to fucking start it off, it hurts. It does, it hurts. You know, so you need to have somebody that's prepared to be patient enough to teach you it, especially backwards if they're a right-handed player and think they can do it, or try and learn it yourself online, which I've kind of had a look at, but I'm also like, yeah, after 5 minutes I've put that down and given up. Yeah, there's some things we don't give up on and there's some things we do, but I think that's more a case of, I think you just need somebody else there because it's music to encourage you. But yeah, it always frustrated me that I couldn't work out playing the instruments barring the piano. Again, if someone had have given me the time and nurture as children need, all children, you know, not just your fucking child, okay? Because if your beautiful child that you make meets a fucking half broken, well, it's going to break your beautiful, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's common fucking sense. But yeah, you know, my only talent really was making people giggle and belting out fucking ballads because it was the only thing that kept me alive. And I think the only thing that really taught me emotion, apart from watching my dad's switching, looking back on it now, that's what it would have been, his multiples that I was watching coming and going within reasons, I believe. I didn't get to understand what emotions and those feelings bubbling up in you were, and you know, I wasn't ever allowed to act out either, being a little girl. I, you know, was supposed to keep it together unless I was being bullied, which he told me, if you don't go back and bully the bully for bullying you, then I'm going to punch you, is what I was brought up as the youngest of age. So again, you know, don't give a fuck how big and intimidating you are. I'm not going to back down from bullies. So if you want to keep making me feel like you're a bullying bunch of wankers, well, I'm just going to put your fucking name forward. I don't give a shit on any fucking level because that's what I was taught to do. Crazy that you can have such the rapist, sadistic cunt bring up a little girl that, well, again, the doctors would say extension of his ego, having the perfect little girl. But sometimes I also wonder, you know, did he part train me for this between him and him? Well, who knows? You know, again, it's called blind faith, people. You have to believe. So I have, my nephew is left-handed, he plays. Well, that's good. I have one on Brian May's Red Special, cost me over £1,000, and I bought it 4 days before he died. Okay, well, I'm guessing you're talking about a posh guitar, and Brian May's, he's the one from Queen, right? The extra proper guitarist, is that right? I could be wrong, I'm not very good at this stuff, Audrey, and obviously I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm sure it's a very treasured possession to you. Something he always wanted. Yes, bless you. My dad twiddled, but he was never player, if that makes sense. He was a wannabe, a McCarthy sausage when it came to playing the guitar. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I can put it. That's what he was. And yeah, you know, because anybody else that wants to throw anything that's in my fucking face, that cunt bought that too. Yeah, he did. He bought that cunt too. In that moment that he was trying to hoover his way back into my life to gaslight me about what had gone on again. That's the term for the dumb fuck that wanted to throw it in my face about the cooker. It's called a gift. I'm not about to give back £1,000 fucking cooker that I actually had no way of giving back anyway, because his narcissistic giving made sure so, you know, so he could forever have it, you know. I bought her dream cooker, I bought her that. And if you paid attention, some of you will have recalled in the last few weeks I'd actually mentioned that I might need to get rid of it because it is a trigger of him to me in that sense, as where that thing isn't, because, you know, it was from a second-hand shop. It's nothing special. It's more of a decoration, you know. So suck on my dick and get over yourselves, those of you that want to try giving it what you gave it the other night. You even cook on your dad's cooker. Are you fucking shitting me? Absolutely fucking shitting me. Like, come on. Like, seriously, come on. Fucking mad. Maddest thing to ever fucking say. And again, I was on the understanding that he knows more about trauma bondage and what's going on than, you know, whoever claims to have been that. If it was, well, I'm only say I'm kind of disappointed at the moment, but again, I know you'll grow, so, you know, I won't hate you for it. No, I won't hate you for it. Not as yet. Even if that's what you're trying to get me to do, it's not going to happen because I'm a little bit of a grown-up girl. And I understand that there might be something that you need to learn in. As we all learning. Myself included. Always. Because that's what it's about. Learning. He says, hello Mush. I know, like, that's how fucking dead he was, that Mummy didn't even know, you know, my poor dog, you know, with her fucking coat, you know, a nice lined fucking RSPCA, real fucking expensive fucking coat, you know, but I don't take care of Jasmine and fucking Cool, do I? Right, fucking dickheads, ain't they, baby? Right, Mum's looking for the lighter, where are you hidden it from me? Right, no, you didn't want to be my Yoda all weekend. I had to buy my own fucking Yoda. Who's got just the wrongest ears ever. She's like, Sammy, what the fuck? Oh my god, kill me now. Right, I need to put you back in the right fucking plug for a start. That's what I think I'm looking for too. Don't know what I'm looking for. Right, there's the plug. She says. There's the plug so we can at least put you in properly. But yeah, I can't be asked with fucking repeating myself with stupid idiots. I really can't. Alright. Don't need to justify any of it anymore. He's gone to prison. Don't need to sit here, keep screaming at you all that he's an unconvicted paedophile, even though he's still an unconvicted paedophile. I don't need to scream about it anymore the way we was doing back in 2021. You know, even though it's still very relevant to me and my daughter and everything else that's going on. I don't owe anybody an explanation that's too stupid to have a fucking brain. She's like, Sammy, how the fuck have you just lost the fucking lighter, you dumb cunt? Like, seriously, just kill me now. Just fucking kill me. She's like, Sam, you ain't fucking moved. Like, Jazz, you just fucking sat on it, ain't ya? You know, because I'm the dog nonce that sleeps in bed naked with her dog. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you know, I'm the dog nonce because we sleep in bed naked together, so I'm a dirty dog nonce, apparently. Yeah. It must make me a lesbian dog nonce as well. To go with their bestiality fake charge that she tried to get me for people, didn't it? Yeah, you into bestiality all over fucking Mr. Madness. Right, be quiet. What do you want? She's like, fuck you, Mum. She's like, fuck you, Mum, I can see Oreos, I want one. Isn't it? Oreos. She's like, why are you not fucking playing? Just play a minute. She says, love this tune, but yeah. You know, I was looking at this morning thinking, do you know what, that would be ace to play to the judge, because that's me all rounded up, you know, apart from the fuck the gov bit. I might have to edit that bit out, but no, you know, that's what I'm all about, really, until you try to trigger me being a fucking arsehole. And again, you wouldn't purposely trigger a war veteran into their backflashes, and I don't come here to try and trigger or attack anybody on my wall. You don't all disclose to me whether you are victims of fucking abuse or sexual abuse. I don't ask you to. So if you get attacked by me, it's generally that you've attacked me first on some level. Whether I've gotten it right or wrong, I'll apologise later, but in that moment, if I've perceived it as you're attacking me, there's a good chance I'm going to fucking attack you. I do not know whether you're a survivor or you're storied per se, for most of them that I do attack. So don't fucking make out I attack survivors. And I have always written trigger warnings on everything that I write or say it, or if I miss it, I go back and put it on later. So don't sit there try and make out I trigger everybody when they read out chat logs disgustingly. Right, there isn't a goddamn fucking thing that I've done in any of my lives that is a fraction as vulgar as what they read out in every goddamn sting, and the amount of lives that they're traumatising in the same fucking breath. So, you know, if they want to keep hating me for it, they're welcome to. But again, I tried to stop you looking stupid, trying to stop you from continuing to traumatise more people than you're saving, because in another 150 years, when the doctors have dripped this down enough and made their money out of it, and the kids are all on the understanding that that was the trauma eras and we're not going to do this anymore if we're not gone into the Armageddon that they're talking about in the next fucking few years. Alright, well, yeah, they'll look back on me and go, yeah, this little bitch knew what she was trying to do, despite being against the government per se. I'm not against the employees. I'm not against those of you that want to help but are tied up in the red tape that I understand you are tied up in. Sammy's trying to break the tape, and, well, that means it needs all of us as a UK, and everybody that I spoke to on my journey out were all very much on the same notion as me, you know, to do people that are travelling to the city, you know, for their high-rolling jobs. Morning, Lee. Hope you're well. You know, so if the high rollers, you know, on the train know exactly what Sammy was getting at, with no understanding of psychology, some of them, and even teenagers that had slight understanding, not maybe my level, but they got it, you know. It's time to stop with the skeletons in the closet and crack on with, let's do this, let's stop this. But, you know, I'm the secondary psychopath, as they call it, which means you'll have the empathic me, hello, and then you'll have the pissed off, fucking abused, traumatised, triggered me, which says, burn it all! Fucking burn it all! Yeah, she does. But generally, you know, peaceful as we can, although I think we're beyond peaceful. How are you doing this morning? Is it a wake and bake? I can't remember if we put anything in it, but we're going to make another one in a minute anyway, just in case, you know, as I was brought up. If it moves, fuck it. If it doesn't move, fuck it anyway, just in case. That's what I used to get told, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Again, something a little girl should not be subjected to from the youngest of age is attitudes like that, is it, really? Do you know what I mean? It's not what the girl should have been listening to. Yes, it's all right. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, could you imagine fucking talking like that around your fucking 4 or 5 year old? Like, you just wouldn't, would ya? With all your fucking mates. Like, come on. And then they wonder why the mad shit falls out of my mouth, that it does. And I've never denied that it's on the extreme side, ever, have I? No, I've never, ever. But morning, NutriBlend. Be fine. All good. That's good. Right. You are clearly here for trouble. Yeah? Go away. been watching you be trouble in my back box for the last few days. And yeah, we'll have our fucking date, not a problem. Yeah? She was busy on the school run and I had a train to catch, so we didn't make it up yesterday. But I was more than there and offered her. And what you doing on her? Ooh, go and bring me up, so she makes it about me because I can't handle anybody else on the internet having attention. That's what's going on, really. Hence the fact she's not stopped talking about me on her wall all fucking day and all fucking week. Yeah? Call me the attention seeker. Good morning, Paula. I did love being able to get to McDonald's, and so did Jasmine. So did Jasmine. I've got pictures of her sat in a train. I've got her in the passage, you know, you put the fucking suitcases. I've got her in the bottom on my coat, bowl of water. McDonald's, she's 20 bits, she's fucking munching away. I've got pictures of her to load up yet. I'm just too tired. It would have been nice if I'd have been there earlier, do you know what I mean? And actually got to meet up or just go around and have some fun. But yeah, you know, momentarily remind me of my life. You know, I always love going home. Just the vibe in itself brings me to life. You know, I'm a city girl at heart. Always have been. Love being on the tube. Got pictures of Jasmine on the underground. She misses it too because she was there with us, you know. You know, back in Brixton, where Brixton is, in central London, Lambeth, East London. No, nowhere near fucking Harrow. No, she can fucking jog on. She'll get blocked later. I'm done with it. No, it's called trouble stirring. You know exactly what it fucking is, Lynn Womble, so piss off. Because according to your back box, you've watched enough to know. So that means you're only asking for one question, which is to bring it up. And I'm done with people bringing up the peanut, because that's what it is, a peanut. Yeah? It's not even really worth me potentially going to jail for, really, because she's that much of a peanut. Well, all I really got was lots of McDonald's and, well, a nice comfy fucking bed, which Jasmine then kindly pissed on a duvet for me that morning. I was like, of all the fucking places to do it, you little bitch, do you know what I mean? So I had to rip it off before it seeped through onto the fucking duvet, even though it was a duvet protector, you know, mattress protector. So I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'd already taken her downstairs as well. She'd done it just out of defiance, do you know what I mean? Like, she like, fuck you. And the cheeky bitch had finished off her chicken nuggets that night while I was asleep. She fucking helped herself to the rest of her chicken nuggets through the night. So we had to buy her, you know, 20 more on the train ride home. I've got one last minute away from me. I don't really like McDonald's. I'm not the keenest on it, but I was brought up on it. If I was lucky, I'd get a cold one launched through the door when he remembered he had a kid, you know, depending. Yeah, if I was very, very lucky, there'd be a cold one launched through the door. But thinking of going to get a bacon roll and a fritter. I know I really wanted a breakfast off of them, but I didn't get sorted out in time. Yes, you troublemaker, like the other haters. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that seems to be all you want to be here for, Lynn Wimble. And again, people don't know the patterns that I watch in the back box and on the notifications, and they give themselves away there just as much. I did stay in the travel lodge. I just, you know, my mates ordered the closest fucking thing they could because they'd got to be wrung out of fucking bed at stupid o'clock because there was not another train. Yes, you simply asked a question and I've told you, don't bring it up. Now, you can sit there and behave or you can carry on. Right? End of. But you're still showing yourself for carrying the fuck on. And I've asked you to stop. You know, if you were sitting in my house drinking coffee with me and I asked you to change the subject, you'd do as you were goddamn asked to, wouldn't you? Otherwise you'd expect to get kicked the fuck out the door or possibly punched in the nose. Really don't understand why people think this thing is any different. You're invited into my home on my wall. If you don't like what I'm asking you to do, just as the rules of a group, here's my rule. Stop it. Don't bring up the fucking dumb peanut to me anymore, because that's all it is. Debbie McGee the peanut. Debbie McGee the peanut. Debbie McGee the peanut. And I'm sick of you bringing up the peanuts. Alright, let alone fucking exposing yourself as one. So, do as you please, but I'm not putting up with peanuts anymore. Do you understand? Because I'm well above it. I don't have to justify anything. Morning, Wendy. And most of them only do it just so they can then record it and say, see, look what a bitch she is. No, she's not a bitch. She's just standing up for what she will and won't fucking tolerate. It's called having a high fucking bar. It's called having level, respect and boundaries. Some of you might want to learn it that haven't learnt it yet. You know, another thing, like I said last night, why is it that some of you can't fucking let it go? Is it because you're females? Is that what it is? Like, is it the man in me last night is like, for fuck's sake, when you're asked to drop it, that's what you feel like, innit, men? You know, when she fucking pecking you at the door and you're just wanting to get away from her and get away from her and get away from her, but she won't shut the fuck up and she at you and then you go boom in the door if you're lucky and it wasn't her face. You know, girls, when he tells you to fuck off and get out of his face, why don't you do so before you do get a punch in the face? Because that's when you've asked for it, you see. Because he's asked you to respectfully get the fuck out of his face while he calms the fuck down. But you don't let him, tend to be, women, yeah, most of you. You'll continue. And then you wonder why your man go kaboom! Fuck's sake, seriously, there's too much of a man in me. There's too much of a man in me. But this is the problem, ladies, yeah? When you get told to shut the fuck up, it means shut the fuck up. Like, fucking hell. You know what I mean? You wonder why your house gets smashed up and everything else gets smashed up in front of your kids because you couldn't just be respectful and give him fucking half an hour to calm the fuck down. You know, like the professionals will tell you, go for a walk. Go for a walk. No, but no, you won't let him out the door. You'll be in the fucking, you're not going anywhere. Nah, 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 nah. And you wonder why shit gets punched up. Well, Sam asked you not to mention it. Exactly, carrying it on. Right, just ignore her fucking now. Fucking ignore her. It really is. It's that simple. It's called respect and boundaries, motherfucker. When you're on my wall, you're in my house. And don't get me wrong, there's just as many men that do it to women, do you know what I mean? Do that same behaviour, you know. I had to jump out the fucking window to escape Andrew, for fuck's sake. Right? I've had to do all kinds of things to escape men over the fucking years. However, right, my point is that a majority of women are bringing their house smashing up and shit on themselves because they simply cannot shut the fuck up. And I completely understand why you men want to duct tape our fucking faces closed. Yeah, fucking right I do. And I's a bitch. Yeah, I's a fucking bitch with a man in her that's going, yeah, brought up by a man going, yeah, fuck off, bitch. Fuck off. Leave me alone. And this is why they go to the toilet and they spend half an hour to an hour in there taking a shit. It does not take a fucking hour to take a shit. They are hiding from you. Yes, they are hiding from you or the children just to get a bit of peace and quiet. They're pretending to read the paper and curl one out that takes them literally 0.5 seconds to land their fucking turd. Hopefully guided well and not all down around the bowl, but they're actually reading the paper just for some fucking peace and quiet if they've got in from work, especially, you know, if they've actually gone and grafted their fucking day. They sit there just so they can get some peace and quiet without you or the kids in their fucking ear holes. You know? It's one of them, innit? You know? Dad gets home, Mum wants Dad to take over so she can breathe for a minute from the hard work children, right? Dad gets home, he would like to breathe for half an hour from his hard fucking day graft to pay for you and the children, you know. So again, you got to do a 50-50, people. You got to work together, yeah? You know, one day, Dad take over, next day, Mum, you know, Mum let Dad fucking have the morning off or evening off. Fucking hell, it's called share the fucking load. This is why they now know it's not genes, yeah, and it's stress. Because the women that then went to work, that not only did the emotional baggage of the family and the husband, but when we started to go to work too, our illnesses doubled, tripled, in a matter of years, yeah? And for that to happen, it's got to take millions of years for it to be genes, yeah? Millions of years. So this is how they now know it's not genes, it's not hereditary, it's called, way, we've taken on more than we can fucking handle, and it's killing us. Fuck me. He wanted peace away from me. Real man can control them feelings. What, if you're in their face and won't get the fuck out their face, Wendy? Come on. My son's dad has schizophrenia. He has never in 20 years hit me. He is only a man that hasn't. There is never an excuse for DV. I'm not saying there's an excuse. I'm saying that's what's happening behind it is because you will not get out of their fucking face, some of you. Not all DV, yeah? Don't please put words in my mouth. I said some. Some women are cunts. Some women purposely fucking in their boy's face. So if you think you'd like your son to have a woman like that, and then you wonder why he's lost it and put his fist through the fucking wall, you know, preferably not her face, but this is what's calling for it, because they will not back the fuck off and let them breathe. Which would you rather? A woman that will let your son breathe and go for a walk possibly, or he's going to lose his rag and hopefully not punch her in the face, but it will be a wall or a door. Get my drift? I'm not feeling well, I got a cold. I'm sorry to hear you got a cold. And yeah, no real man should hit a woman unless it's to knock her out for her own goddamn safety, yeah? That's the only time I would say, if she's attacking you, give her one that puts her on the floor and asleep until the old bill pop up. Other than that, I completely, on every level, disagree with it, Wendy. I'm just explaining that for some men, there are women out there that will not get the fuck out of their face, and then you wonder why your walls, cupboards, doors and everything else gets it, if not yourself. Not all women, some. Yeah, it's a speculation of my understanding and insight, both being brought up by a man as a single fucking child, yeah? I know exactly what was going through his fucking head and why certain of the rages happen. And I agree with it. Absolutely agree with it. And I have equally, at times, been that cunt back in their face, giving it fucking yeah, I fucking have. Though they may have started it, I certainly didn't let it fucking be finished until I was ready. But that is not helpful, yeah? So don't take it personally. This is about a bigger picture to a wider spectrum, broader spectrum of our country and behaviour. Not personally what your child would do or what you would do. This is the spectrum of behaviour that is out there and needs addressing. No man should hit a woman. No, I'm sorry, I disagree. Alright, if you've got some bitch that's in the middle of a scrap with what? Let's say there's 3 men walking down a fucking road and they want to start on you and your missus, yeah? And she won't fucking get the fuck out of the way, but she's potentially going to get hurt. I would rather him pop me in the face and make me sit the fuck down in the corner out of harm's way, just like Jasmine goes and hides out of harm's way while I, the man, then dealt with these 3 fucking pricks. Yeah? Those kind of scenarios. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah? Proper safety. And if she's beating on him, well, he's got every goddamn fucking right to punch her back in the face. If she's the one throwing fucking lefts and rights at him for no valid reason, he's entitled to give her one in the right fucking place just to make her go into sleeping beauty mode. You know? Yeah, it fucking is. It's called self-defense. If it's okay for us to hit them back in self-defense, it's okay for them to hit back in self-defense, but only self-defense. No other fucking reason ever in the world are you allowed to do it. And it works both ways. Female or male. But again, I'm not here for your personal preferences and that. I'm talking about a bigger spectrum of behaviour. Some women do not know how to behave. Just the same as lots of men don't know how to behave. You know, it's one of them. It's about teaching them how to. I really don't care what your little faces are either on the side at me. Alright, this is my opinion. This is my wall. If you don't like it, go away. It's that simple, isn't it? Again, makes me fucking laugh.
Be back with Prince Charles in just a moment.
Absolutely laugh. Okay, it's hysterical. Dun, 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 dun. That's another thing that the taxi man was telling me in the car yesterday. You know that thing I said about my dad teaching me when I was 12, you're not just stab, but you twist and then pull back out. He was saying that's exactly the same. He said I've given him in the car. He said you triggered, you know, a semi flashback just by mentioning what your dad had taught you, because it reminded him of what the army had taught him, although they said it was something else. I don't know if it was like go around and around and around to mush it up, you know, like the lobotomy sort of thing. Yeah. But then he basically told me that what I'd said had similarly triggered him in a sense, which, you know, was interesting. Again, that's why he said, it's not many people I say this to, but you're a switched on little cookie. Go and take them big boys for that run. That's what he said. He says, have you ever thought about doing a psychology degree? I said, yeah, I have actually, for the last 5 years. But certain circumstances have held me back. So, yeah, he told me, I don't say this to many people, darling, but you go right ahead. Yeah. So I was like, go on.
There you